Gravitation. So, what is gravitation force? Gravitation is something that is felt by every living being and every object on this earth. The phenomenon of gravitation was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton. He discovered the force by seeing an apple fall from a tree on the ground. He thought, why all the apples fall vertically downwards and not at an angle to vertical? He came to a conclusion that the earth must be attracting the apple towards itself, and this attractive force must be directed towards the center of the earth. The force on an apple of the tree is towards the center of the earth, that is, along the perpendicular from the position of the apple to the surface of the earth. The figure above shows the concept of gravitation force between the earth and the moon. Circular motion and centripetal force. Let us consider an example. Tie a stone to one end of the string so that the stone moves along the circle as shown in the picture. As long as we are holding the string, we are putting the stone towards us, that is, towards the center of the circle. The force stops acting if we release the string. In this case, the stone will fly off along a straight line which is tangent to the circle. Thus, a force acts on an object moving along a circle and it is direct towards the center of the circle. This is called as centripetal force. The word centripetal means center seeking. That is, the object tries to go towards the center of the circle because of this force. From this example, it is clear that the earth attracts the moon towards itself. Similarly, the sun must be attracting all the other planets, including the earth, towards itself. Kepler's law. Planetary motion has been observed by the astronomers since ancient times. By the 16th century, a lot of data were available about planetary positions and motions. Johannes Kepler studied this data and noticed the motion of the planet follows a certain law. He stated 3 laws describing the planetary motions, and these laws are known as Kepler's law. Kepler's first law states that the orbit of a planet is an ellipse with the sun at one of the foci. The figure shows the elliptical orbit of a planet revolving around the sun, and the position of the sun is indicated by S. Kepler's second law states that the line joining the planet and the sun sweep equal areas in equal interval of time, and in the figure, AB and CD are the distances covered by the planet in equal interval of time. The straight line AS and CS sweep equal area in equal interval of time, that is, area ASB and area CSD are equal. Kepler's third law of motion states that the square of its period of revolution around the sun is directly proportional to the cube of the mean distance of a planet from the sun. Thus, if r is the average distance of the planet from the sun and t is its period of revolution, then t square is proportional to r cube, that is, t square upon r cube is constant. Kepler obtained this law simply from the study of the position of the planets obtained by regular observation. He had no explanation as to why planets obey these laws. In our next video, we will see how these laws helped Newton in the formulation of his theory of gravitation.